My name is Agnieszka. I'm a senior software engineer. And throughout my career, I worked in different software teams, creating software, websites, apps, and write tests to make sure everything works okay. I mainly focus on the front end, which means I'm responsible for how things look on the website. I've got a degree in linguistics, not computer science, like many people here. Linguistics is a study of human language and its structure, including grammar, syntax, phonetics. And I studied applied linguistics, which is the practical application of language studies. So, for instance, foreign language teaching or translation. You might think that not that much to do, because linguistics is considered a humanity and programming is related more to science, it's more technical, but they are quite similar when you think about it, because they both deal with languages. Linguistics deals with human languages and development deals with computer languages. And there's also a discipline called computational linguistics, which is how technology helps process human languages. So that would be, for instance, speech recognition or text-to-speech. So in linguistics, you study the patterns of a language, how it works, how you put a sentence together, how you can convey the same message different ways. And you start noticing that there are similarities between different human languages, like the word classes, nouns, verbs, adjectives, or how words function in a sentence, like what is a subject. And it's quite similar with computer languages. When you keep studying more computer languages, you notice there are similar patterns too, or similar data types like strings or arrays. Another thing that's quite helpful is being good at learning new things. So linguistics is quite demanding discipline. You're learning a lot of really abstract, complicated concepts. You have to figure out how things work, and it's quite similar with development. You need to study all the time. Another important thing would be attention to details. So like in human languages, changing the position of a comma or omitting it might change the meaning of a sentence. And that's the same in development. Like if you skip a comma, the whole thing might not work. So yeah, attention to details is quite helpful. I think it's like quite important. I remember when I was starting learning this, I learned on the job and something wasn't working. I was working for a more senior developer and we were looking at this for half an hour, just what's going on, like trying to figure it out and look in the browser and it's like, no, computer says no. And we just missed a comma. I was like, wow, that's it. So for me, it's ability to learn quickly on the job and also apply the knowledge in practice. So I think for me, that's the most important one. Being curious, learning new technologies or looking for better, easier ways for things to do. Also being easily understood. So your code needs to be clean. When you're explaining something to the team, they need to know what you're talking about. Some people say that it's good to be lazy because you will be always looking at the ways to automatize. It's also worth remembering that you rarely work on your own. So it's good to have some social skills, be a team player, be good at working with other people. Different people have different strengths, different skills. Everyone knows something else. They approach problems in different ways. So if you do a brainstorming session with diverse people, you would just get better, more different ideas. People would think outside of the box, see things differently. And another thing is that at the end of the day, we don't build products for us. We just build for the public, and public consists of different people. So it makes sense for different people to build the products. From languages, I do like Spanish. I used to learn Spanish for a bit, then even taught it for a year. So I like Spanish because I like the way it sounds and it's quite straightforward to learn. I think it's easier than compared to German. From computer languages, I do like JavaScript. This is the one I work with the most. I think it's just easy. It's just easy to pick up. And there's lots of resources on the internet about it. So even if you just hit the wall, you can always find something. I think to some point with human language, you can learn on your own, but like it only goes so far. Like you need to practice speaking. You can sit there, learn vocabulary, learn some grammar rules, but you just need practice. And practice with human language, you just need other people to do that. And with computer languages, I guess you can practice on your own. So yeah, I think it makes sense saying you need other people to learn a human language, but computer language, you can learn on your own. I mean, it's helpful with other people, it's just more fun.